What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my music video reviews for the second of the two releases from EXO. This one, of course, is titled Monster. So EXO's last, or the other song for this release, Lucky One, was great. This one I'm expecting is going to be great as well, because, you know, why wouldn't it? So we're going to find out exactly what it's like right now. Okay, I mean, this song is I can feel it. I'm getting some of that, like a little, it was just previously like a little teeny tiny amount of that NCT feel to it, just because it's the general sort of, like, you know, that's the music a little bit and then the video just a little bit as well. But see, this right here is more like what you would kind of expect, I guess, from a typical EXO music video. I'm not saying like that this is a typical EXO kind of song, but like a typical EXO music video focuses a lot on choreography and not so much on, like, I don't know, interesting story scenes and telling the story and stuff like that. Where Lucky One was more an interesting video, not so much choreography wise, because there was no choreo in that song, but this one has choreography in it a lot more than just the, you know, the story aspect of the video. So that's cool. All right, rap verse, bring it, kill it. I like the rap verse. This is good, right? Hit it with some energy and some attitude, and then some sick flow like you got right now. It's good. It's good. No way that I can say that's bad or unenjoyable. All right, so that's basically it, because, you know, we've just kind of dropped all that. There we go. Like I said, I could feel like that was just the outro bit, and it definitely was. So that was definitely good. Not obviously in any way similar to what Lucky One was like, but the music video for this one, as far as for me, is, I guess, much more entertaining. I don't know. They're completely different music videos and songs, though. So you can't. It's not really, I don't know, like, to make comparisons, but, you know, to say like how they're different, I think is more appropriate and something that you can actually do more. But I mean, this song is great, and I think that this song in particular, well, actually, we'll talk about that a little bit in the review portion. But, you know, this is going to be something that is, I think, much more familiar and, you know, interesting to the average person, whereas Lucky One is probably going to have like less fans, just because it's not like, I don't know, we'll talk about it, people might not particularly understand or really, depending on how much of a fan you are, like what I'm gonna say or something. I don't know. I always assume the worst when it comes to when it comes to me talking about K-pop stuff, in my opinions, because people generally don't react particularly well. But we'll get to that after I, you know, do what I do and watch and, you know, listen some more, and then we'll be back with my final review. All right, let's finish the video off with my final review. And we're just gonna kind of talk about this in the context, I guess, of the entire sort of release, a little bit about this one specifically, but we're gonna talk about this in the context, like I said, of Monster and Lucky One as one entire kind of release, because I think that it's relevant, and it's also a really good way to, I guess, talk about this and what this song is about versus what Lucky One is about. And we'll just start off basically by saying that like this is more like EXO's style. And, you know, I got a comment in my last video, which was like, well, you know, EXO tries to do something different. There isn't, you know, you said that this one is different from all of the other previous releases, but here are all these releases that are different from each other. And every single group has a general style. And you can say that a song is different from another because, of course, you can't just release the same exact song. So they have to be different. So, but you know, you have a you know genre style, you have a you know visual style, you have a you know music video style and stuff like that. And EXO has their style. You know, EXO has their base thing that they do, and that is pretty much present in most releases that they do. You know, with the exception of, you know, a couple from last year, like "Sing for You," not your typical EXO song, as far as a song that would get promoted. So, you know, there is that. So this is more in line with like "Call Me Baby" and with the what was the other song that was released last year, "Love You" something or other. I can't remember the names. I got so much crap in my brain that it's hard to pull out the stuff that I need when I need it, unfortunately. But you know, it's more of EXO's style. The genre is different, but this kind of fits more with what I see as the current trend with the boy groups, where it's, you know, a bit more dark and gritty and grim, and you know, it's definitely much, you know, just heavier sounding music, if that makes any sense. It just sounds like dark and evil to an extent, and the music video does kind of convey that whole feeling as well. And as with basically every other EXO video that I would say kind of fits their style, it's like I said, they have their music video styles, and their music video style that you see throughout is a focus on choreography, where half the video of this one focused on their choreography, especially during the chorus. So, you know, you've got these elements that you're pretty familiar with, people who are EXO fans and who have, you know, caught some of the major EXO releases over the last couple of years. And so that's going to make this entire thing, I think, much more familiar. Not to mention the fact, like I said, that it is one of the, you know, trending kind of genres, which is going to mean that the average person listening to this is going to enjoy it a lot more than they would Lucky One, the other song they released. So, you know, that's kind of why I think that this is going to, that this song specifically here is going to be the one that is more popular out of the two, just because, you know, it's a perfect fit for the current trend. And if you look at it as far as an EXO release, you get kind of what you expect from a music video for them, and you kind of get some of those, you know, those base elements that are consistent throughout, you know, a lot of the major EXO releases over their career. So, you know, this is going to be more popular than Lucky One, which is pretty different than, you know, like I said, what you would kind of expect to see in one of their music videos and songs. But, you know, that being said, of course, this is a great pair of songs. Monster, of course, like I said, or like I've been, you know, discussing, kind of, you know, hits that sweet spot in, like, you know, it's familiar, yet it's also pretty different. So, you know, you're going to satisfy a lot of people with Monster. Whereas Lucky One is a bit different. It's kind of, I guess, a new trend that is coming up in K-pop, or with, at least with SM groups. And, you know, that synth pop sound that you've got in that song isn't, you know, really prevalent in K-pop at the moment. Who knows if it's going to be in the future? If it is, that's cool. I can enjoy that. But, you know, that song right there is not going to be as liked as this one, just because it doesn't quite fit the trend, and it's, I wouldn't say like dramatically different from what, you know, you would see from EXO, but it very possibly is more in line with what you would hear on one of their album tracks. Like not a song that they promoted, but you would hear it on their album. I don't know. I'm not the most giant EXO fan. I haven't, like, you know, specifically listened to them, you know, a whole lot since I started, except for when I started making videos. So, you know, maybe what I'm saying is completely off base. I have no idea, but, you know, let me know what you think, or your response to, you know, what I'm saying and stuff like that down in the comments. Let me know what you think of this song and the music video and this entire release and this album and all the stuff and the things, you know, down in the comments, or you can hit me up over on social media on Twitter or Facebook. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Listening to this song specifically brings me back to, back when I was listening to a lot, back when I first moved away from Southern California, which was when I kind of expanded what I was listening to in music, and I got into a lot of synth pop. I was listening to a lot of Australian synth pop groups because, synth pop's pretty